Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Did It Work? My name's Nina, and today we're going to be making blueberry white chip muffins. This recipe is coming from Nestlé's year-round recipe cookbook on page 8. So the first thing that we're going to do is preheat the oven to 375. All the ingredients there are set out, my blueberries and everything. We got to start by combining 2 cups of flour, a half a cup of sugar, a quarter cup of packed brown sugar, hence the reason I'm going to have to get some assistance getting it out because I have it packed in there. Baking powder, 2.5 teaspoons, and the salt. I've got to combine these in a large bowl. I'm going to tell you, I miss having the young ones here because I miss having people to cook with. Since I've moved to California, I no longer have someone to cook with on a day-to-day basis, which normally there was always somebody in my house, whether my kids lived there or not. They all had keys to my house. And so having them to cook with was really, really nice. So now I'm going to stir in the 1.5 cups of milk. I'm just using the spatula because it didn't actually tell me to use a mixer of any kind, so I'm not. It was lightly beaten egg, the melted butter, which is a quarter cup of melted butter. Oh, that's going to make that taste wonderful. A half of a teaspoon of grated lemon. So the lemon zest. So I'm going to stir all of this in here and get that all incorporated together. Now, since the young ones have been gone, I have been going through trying to figure out what is the next recipe that I'm going to make. And I came across the blueberry muffins, and I was like, I love blueberry muffins because blueberry muffins are my favorite muffins. If you ask me, you want muffins, what kind of muffin? I'm going to ask for blueberry muffin right off the bat. Generally, if there is not a blueberry muffin, I'm pretty much not going to have a muffin because the blueberry muffins are my favorite. Nice and stirred up. So I'm going to go into the next directions in the recipe. Now I'm going to stir in 1.5 cups of morsels. The white chocolate morsels is what it called for. And I'm going to stir in the blueberries. I am using frozen blueberries just because they keep longer and I can have them in the freezer and I can use them for multiple recipes versus having them in the fridge and them going bad, which I don't want. So here is my 1.5 cups of frozen blueberries that I'm going to just put in there. And then I'm going to lightly fold those in because I don't want to completely macerate them while I'm stirring. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to tell you what I did over the weekend. I went to Vegas. I met my daughter Lexi in Vegas, and we went to see Babyface in concert. We had a magnificent time. We got all dressed up to do. Look at us. We look so cute. And we went to a restaurant and ate and went to the concert and we gambled and we had wonderful mimosas. Oh, that's a whole story all in itself. But it was a great time to just have that mother and daughter time, especially right on the back of having the time with the young ones. So I enjoyed that. So I have these blended in, lightly folded in. You can clearly tell my motions was a folding motion as I was doing this. And so I'm happy with the way this is. So next, I'm going to spoon into muffin cups, filling almost full. My muffin cups, I have them lined. So I get my spoon. So I'm going to spoon these in. I'm going to use my finger or we can use the spatula and spoon those in. It said almost full. And it looks like about 1 spoonful is going to make mine almost full. You can kind of see from the angle that I have. You can also use an ice cream scoop, which is what a lot of people do, because it gives you more even and uniformed scoops so that the muffins come out equivalent in size. I don't do that because I'm not a gourmet chef. I'm a home cook, so rustic is my thing. So I'm going to finish filling these so you don't have to watch me, and I'm going to show you the end result. I'm now moving to my second pan because my first pan is filled up. Here's my finished product. You can see how full I have them. And I have 1.5 pans full of them. It's at 18. So now we're going to read the next. Then I'm going to sprinkle the top with the strudel topping. So I'm going to put these aside and we're going to do our strudel topping really quick. To make our strudel topping, it gives us a separate set of instructions at the bottom. It says to combine 3 cups of grated sugar, 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, and 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon. Cut in, so I'm going to combine that. And then I'm going to cut in 3 tablespoons of butter with my pastry cutter, or you can use 2 knives until mixture resembles coarse crumbs. I'm going to try to do some more episodes with people in it. I know when the young ones were here, we did record more than 1 episode, and I will be airing it a little bit later. And in that episode, you will actually get to see a lot more of their vacation and their time here. So I can't wait until I have more visitors and we can make more videos. I love doing it with visitors. I love to bounce off of people and having these people, my loved ones, in my home. So I'm sure I will have one of my kids or good friends come visit me soon, and we'll do that. And who knows? Maybe I'll start dating somebody and that person will make an appearance. Food, hard to the stomach. It got Marco Sierra, but it's not having that luck with me. So I don't know. Maybe at some point we'll have some videos on that one and be like, did it work? I had to date with this person. Did it work? But I don't know. That might get me in trouble as people. I'm airing out my dirty laundry of who all I'm dating. So you know what? As quickly as that was an idea, it is now off the table. Okay, so this is what I'm considering to be coarse crumbs. It looks like the butter is all mixed in there. So I'm going to bring my muffins back over and we're going to top them. Okay, so here is the first batch, and I'm going to top these just a little bit on the top, not a whole bunch, because I have 18 of these, so I don't want to be too generous and then have some at the end that have none. So I'd rather be a little stingy at first and then go back and be a little bit generous than the other way around. As you can tell, I'm just heaping them on right now. I will go back later and spread them out a little bit more. Let me grab my second batch real quick. Here's the second batch. So lucky for me, I was not overly generous when I first started doing this because I am out of streusel. So now I'm going to come through and even them out. Right now I'm using my fingers, but I still do have my baby spatula that is sitting right here that I could also pick up and use. But as you guys already know, I am a hands person. You can feel it. You know where things are going. That's why I'm always washing my hands when I'm over here. Some of these still got a little cheated on here when I was putting them on. So next, I'm going to bake for 22 to 25 minutes or until a wooden toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. So I'll see you in 21 to 25 minutes. It has been 22 minutes and my timer is going off. So let's see what we have. Oh, those look beautiful. inserted a knife in the middle and it came out clean. So my muffins are out and I have them cooling on a cooling rack right over here. Now I'm going to go to my next set of instructions, and it says, place the remaining morsels in a small, heavy-duty, resealable plastic food storage bag. Microwave on high to medium, 70% power for 30 seconds. Knead. So I'm going to do that and I'll be back. So here's my 30 seconds, and I'm going to knead. When I knead it, look at that. It's melting and it's incorporating and spreading that heat around. As you can see, I've got a bit of air in my bag. So I'm going to just open it and let that air out. Kind of knead it a little bit, but not where it comes out on the top. And then reseal it. And then I'm going to continue kneading. Microwave an additional 10 to 15 second intervals, kneading until smooth. Mine is not smooth, so I'm going to go back in for another 12. My 12 seconds. Oh, this is nice and smooth. Cut a tiny corner from the bag. Squeeze and dribble over the muffins. All right. So I'm going to have to take you over to the muffins, which is going to be the tasting table where I'm going to dribble. I'm going to drizzle. Not dribble, I'm a drizzle. And then we're going to taste. And I'm also going to have some hot chocolate with me so that I can have breakfast. Yes, I'm so excited. See you in a minute. Okay, so I cut a little bit of a corner off. And now I'm going to use this like a piping bag and just drizzle. You could go all the way across. I'm trying to get as little chocolate on my pan as possible to make the cleanup a little bit better. Obviously, if you want the drizzle to be thinner, cut a smaller hole. This is the first time that I have ever used a food storage bag as a piping bag. So my hole's a little bit bigger than I actually would have wanted it to be. So this is turning out really, really well. Okay, here we are at the tasting table. This has a picture, so I want to compare pictures to product. So here's the picture. Here's the product. What do you think? I think we did good. My drizzles are thicker, I know. I cut a bigger hole, but it's really tiny when it says tiny. But I love, so far, I think we're working. So let's do a taste. And I have my hot chocolates. I am going to say this is the first time that I've ever had blueberry muffins with chocolate chips in it. But I'm going to tell you, these white chocolate chips are delicious. Here's the inside of this. Looks really good. First taste. Let's see, did it work? Yes, this is a touchdown. Yes. Mahomes to Kelsey, touchdown. Yes, love this. Sorry, I can't just sit here and eat. Now, this muffin is so flaky, it is falling apart, which I'm not mad at. This would not be a very good carb muffin. I think you can hear the crunch of that strudel. Only thing that I'm going to do different, I'm going to make twice as much strudel because this strudel is wonderful. The white chocolate morsels in there gives it a moisture and a flavor that is out of this world. It gives it a different taste profile than I've ever had eating a blueberry muffin. And I told you, I love me some blueberry muffins. You can hear this crunch. That is the crunch of the crust around that wrapper that caramelized as it was cooking. And it's that mainly the chocolate chips. Now here's the top of it, the strudel. I'm sorry, I'm a mess right now. I don't know if you can hear that crunch. I think you can hear that crunch. This is touchdown. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful blueberry muffin. I will not change it. The only thing I'm changing is more strudel. Very quick and easy recipe. One bowl, boom, 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 stir up, plop in, bake, bring out, and it is done. So I can finish eating my breakfast and drink my hot chocolate. My favorite mug. Love you more. Um, until next time, like, share, and subscribe, please. Leave comments of any suggestions. I'm open. Always remember, cook from your soul, love from your heart. My name's Nina.